It's day 13 of Vlogmas. It is Saturday and I am having a very quiet weekend because the flu has officially taken over our house. 3 out of 4 of us have been hit with it, me included. I had kind of a rough night last night, but I'm feeling a lot better today. James is the only one who hasn't gotten sick yet, but he's been staying in his room a lot. So I'm kind of hoping we can get through this quickly. Luckily, it's not too close to Christmas, so I think it'll be okay. But today I want to have a really quiet day. We have no plans, but I want to tackle a little bit of organizing in the dining room. I've got all of my stuff here from the Scandinavian paper stars still, and I'd like to make a couple more. So I think I'm going to do that first, get the mess out of the way. And then I think I'd like to hang them up in the window. I was thinking about on this cabinet, but when I need to open the cabinet, it might be a little annoying. So I'm going to work on some stars first. Then I want to just tidy up in here. I've been kind of piling things in the corner over there, and I have a little cart. I like to reorganize it because I got a new diffuser today. It just arrived. I ordered it from Sage, which is the brand that I'm opening the advent calendar with. And I've had one of their diffusers before. I still have it actually in my bedroom. And I love their oil blends, particularly some of their Christmas ones. Let's see what I have here. I got a little peppermint twist in the advent calendar, but I actually have a really large bottle of this, like a really, really big one from last year. And I think I'm going to diffuse that in the house. I've had the windows open for about 10-15 minutes, just trying to air the house out, and it feels better already. But I thought, perfect timing. My new diffuser just arrived, and I think it's a limited edition one. It's called the Aroma Luma, and it lights up, which just feels very festive too. And it's also quite compact, which I like. So let's unwrap it and I will show you. Oh, it's all wrapped up. I haven't figured out exactly where I want to put this yet. And I thought it would be nice to have on the main floor right now because of the holiday season. And then the whole thing lights up. But after that, I might actually put it in the studio, so that when I go in to work in the morning, I can just put some essential oil in here. I don't really like burning candles in that room. I like burning candles on the main floor and in my bedroom, but I think this might end up in my workspace. It's so pretty. So I'm going to find a spot for that. In my package, I also got a regular size of the Tangerine Royale. Now, I cheated a little bit. I was really curious about the smell, and I think it's in an upcoming day in my advent calendar, and so I slipped it out to smell it, but it's kind of a small bottle. And so when I placed this order, I ordered another one of these because it's also limited edition, and I love a good citrus smell. I don't remember what else is in here with the tangerine, but it's really, really nice. I think there might be a touch of vanilla, but it's not overly sweet. So I think that's the plan. I also have this little basket that's on the cart in that corner over there with some of my favorites. And I usually diffuse oils when I'm cleaning or right after I've been cleaning. And some of my recent favorites are mixing a bit of orange with vanilla or with some peppermint. Oh, here is my big bottle from last year. So that's a pretty big peppermint twist. Another favorite of mine is cinnamon. It smells really good. I've got lavender in here. I've got tea tree for when it would be good actually now with everybody sick. Tea tree is a really nice one to sort of like purify the air. And I also have clove, which is quite nice to blend with orange. So I'll put like 1 or 2 drops of clove with like 3 or 4 drops of orange. So I'm going to clean out my little essential oils basket, set up my new diffuser, work on some paper stars. The only thing I am forcing myself to do today is figure out what we're having for dinner, because that has been my biggest dilemma for the last few days. There's lots to choose from in the freezer and in the fridge, but making the decision of what to have for dinner each night has become such a chore. It's usually the time when I need to pull out a favorite cookbook, but I just want to find something easy. And Camden and Glenn don't seem to have much of an appetite, so we'll have to figure that out. I think that's about it. I'm gonna clean this little corner. I'm gonna get my dining room a little more organized because I feel like this is the hub of everything during December with all the advents, and it's where we keep like our little chocolates and Christmas treats. And I know as the days go on, it's going to get piled up in here. So I feel like we're at the midway point of Vlogmas. It's time to tidy up in here. I'm about to start dealing with the dining room table mess, but I've decided to keep the little diffuser on this cart here in the dining room. I think it's cute and it's already all plugged in. So I just tidied up my little cart. I've got all my camera tripods and bits and pieces over here, but the top is where I keep my essential oils. This little shelf is for camera bits and pieces, and then down here I keep just a couple of books, my kitchen diary, my food journal, and my Christmas notebook, along with a little pen pouch. So if I want to do any meal planning or jot down a recipe, I can just pull it out from here. I decided to put the other diffuser up here on the piano. I think it would be really nice in the evenings to have this glowing. I just need to get an extension cord to reach that corner over there. There is an outlet behind the piano, but I cannot get to it. So that's what I'm waiting for. Over here, I've pulled out my bag because I just want to clean it out. It's kind of messy from this week, and I feel like I'm missing my little essentials pouch in there. So that's my little mini tote. I just went to find this yarn in my yarn stash. It is an undyed sparkle base, which is what I'm going to use on my Advent socks. So I have up to day 14, so 14 colors put in. Next comes the heel flap and heel turn, and then I will pick up and continue with my Advent skein. Very excited about that. I didn't do a ton on my other project yesterday, but let's see. I don't want to pull it off the needle. I don't feel good about this. There we go. I just did a little bit. And then I think I had a rest. I was exhausted yesterday. So this is the beginnings of my habitation throw. I'm going to work on my knitting this afternoon. I just really wanted to work on a couple of stars, clean up my dining room, and then get cozy for the afternoon with my couch bag, which is my carry-all bag. So these are the two styles, along with just a couple of the everything large tote bags. They'll be in the shop on Sunday. And I painted my nails this morning too, which I'm really happy about. I've been meaning to do it for days. I finally got around to it. I was catching up on some vlogmases that I haven't really started or gotten too into just yet, and now I need to watch them because they're really good. I've been watching Amy from And Other Knits, and I've also been watching Laura from Penrose Knits. So I've got lots of vlogmases to keep me company. This is my usual spot in the mornings with my little IKEA table that I set up, and I can angle it, drop it lower or higher. I usually keep my knitting bag up here and my iPad and my phone, my coffee in the corner. So this is just my little cozy nook in the mornings. But I'd really like to get this cleared up next. So I'm gonna work on my stars so I can put all this stuff away. I'm gonna try hanging them up in this window. I'm charging my robot vacuum. It was completely dead because I wanted to also vacuum in here, but I'm not pulling out the big vacuum today. And that is my plan for a quiet Saturday afternoon. I had a few questions in the last video about where I get my Hobonichi covers and planners, and I've answered in the comment section, but I thought I would also just mention it here in case you missed it. But I get them in so many different places. Hobonichi Japan, their website, they do their big launch in September, and then they also have a spring launch, but you can pretty much find almost everything there year round. Sometimes the Hobonichi covers, some of them will sell out, but they usually restock. But you can also get them at local stationery shops. For me, that's Paper Plus Cloth, Wonder Pens, Lay Wines, Blesket. They all sell Hobonichis and a small selection of the covers, which is usually where I get mine. My Hobonichi Weeks cover that I shared yesterday is from a different place. It's Galen leather, and this is the Weeks size. You can pick different pockets and different colors. This cover I was on the hunt for, and I found it on Amazon. This is a Hobonichi cover, so you can find some on Amazon, you can find some on Etsy. I'm pretty sure Jet Pens has them, and if you just Google Hobonichi, you'll probably see more local shops pop up for you. This Little House Hobonichi cover I ordered with the launch in September. I wasn't sure if my local stationery shops would have this one because they don't always have the entire selection. And then this little leather one, I'm pretty sure I ordered this from either Lay Wines or Blesket. So you can find them all over the place. And if you're looking for older ones, I think there are resellers as well. You just have to do a bit of a hunt on Google to find the best shipping or the best selection. But that's usually where I get mine.